Hello, friends. We are back again with another round of industry talk after a short break. Today, we have with us Mr. Raja Brijbhushan, founder and CTO Binomial Solutions Private Limited and founder Sampoorn Organic Private Limited. As he is a serial entrepreneur who has experimented with ventures in software services and organic farming. An engineer by training, he has a patented technology in the field of image processing and process automation. In 2010, he set up a company, Binomial Solutions Private Limited, to bolster Government of India in its wildlife conservation activities. He was also part of a program to improve policing and safety of citizens of Bilaspur through 24 by 7 city surveillance project. He has worked in variety of roles across technology sectors and an on-site work experience in US and France too. Hailing from a rural family background, he has shown keen interest in sustainable organic farming. He is also trying his hand at various modern techniques in farming like vertical farming and hydroponics. He has come up with the brand Sampoorn Organic and is promoting farming as a prestigious and attractive career option for the youth of India. Welcome, sir. From software to organic farming to working with forest reserves, that's a wide gamut of different fields. So it must be quite a challenging task. How have you been able to manage this, and who has been your motivating factor?
Hi, thanks a lot, first of all, for appreciating that. So the main driving factor was interest. So because unless you are passionate about something, it's really hard to jump such a huge gap. And there was another factor, which was my roots. So I belongs to a village where in my childhood I haven't done rigorous, but I have done even work in farming and by by choice, because the parents usually said like you just go and study and you do your work. But in holidays or in leisure time, I have worked in farms as well. So that particular interest um, drive me from software to organic farming, and similar from software to applying software in wildlife, um, which, which is like very under utilized field in terms of technology. When we were looking at the news, there was a lot of news regarding tiger poaching and all, but the technology being used over there was ancient, and that's what make us feel like we should something towards that. And another that cause was going towards working for your own country rather than just like in your software industry, software life. Usually I work mostly for like US and UK clients, so that makes you feel like you are working there's nothing wrong in it, but like working for somebody else rather than for your country. So you should have a good balance in that also. So those are the few things which were like driving factors.
So, with the wide variety of fields you worked in, which field was the most challenging for you?
The most challenging part, usually people might feel like from going from IT to organic farming could be most challenging, but that was really not, because that was my ancestors' business and it was like just piece of cake for me. The most challenging part was applying technology in wildlife, because the conditions are not favorable. You have to apply. For example, we have set it up wide area wildlife surveillance in forest. For that, you don't have power over there, you don't have any connectivity, you don't have even the road connectivity. So I remember in the first installation in Corvette, we used to track for 2 hours from the bottom of the race. It took us 2 hours to reach the tower where we were working and where the surveillance was set it up. So those kind of things, and that particular area where the humidity is very high, temperature is very high, it's very windy. So all equipments most of the equipments are sophisticated in terms of IT and in terms of electronics. So you have to make those equipments which can work over there, and they should work 24/7, because that is the cause. So that was most challenging part actually.
I believe you won an international award also, Crime Tech Challenge Award for wildlife. What was it all about? What is the product EI all about?
So EI, the term came from electronic eye, and that we have mainly meant for surveillance in the forest areas where doing a manual surveillance, either it's not possible or is very difficult, or it is seasonal. So like in Corbett, most of the motor roads get closed in rainy season. So that is the most sensitive time where poachers take advantage of that, and then they enter in the forest, and then they do those kind of activities. So this EI we have developed to solve that problem for those ground staff, which is really like average ground staff in forest is like more than 50 years. So it's like really difficult for them as well. And another thing is, when the technology can work, putting man over there on the risk and on such a bad environment is also kind of a cruel. So this takes care of that particular thing. It can do a 24/7 surveillance. Mainly, we are using thermal technology, which is as efficient as in the day. All cameras are as efficient as in the day. They can work throughout night. Also, they work in a rainy and foggy season as well. So there was a USAID is an agency from US with the collaboration with all big giants like US Fish and Wildlife, WWF, National Geographic. They combinedly throw a challenge where they were saying like there were a lot of wildlife crime going on, and whoever is tracking with that crime using technology, we want to evaluate those solutions. So in the evidence collection, we are the winner. And we were among the 300 entries, and only entry from India. They have given award. They called us for award in Washington DC. It was like wow moment.
Yeah, truly wow moment for us also back here in India. I mean, Indian getting an award amongst 300 entries, it does mean a lot.
Yeah, it really means like more than the success of the software, this recognition was like a very good feather in our cap, because we have showcased India in a global
We are no
forum.
less. Okay. So, which field do you think requires more intervention from youth for the betterment of our country's future? I mean, what fields should they look forward to?
Yeah, for that actually, if you ask me, the one line answer, the fields which are kind of underlooked, they should be looked. But to give you a precise, what is underlooked is like people are not exploring, they are not looking back actually. A lot of people in the tech and in all good areas coming from a rural background, they are doing really wonders, but they didn't look back. They should look back for the solutions which are natural, which are for, which can make enable underprivileged people in many means, like going for food processing industry in a village, which is very much viable, because if you put it in any urban area, the cost of setup, the cost of labor would be very high. Whereas on the other part, you can take your raw inputs from the farmers itself. That could be farmer based. So those kind of industries should be looked back, and people should start thinking that doing work in farm is not a white collar job, is not a good way of looking at it. It's a prestigious, it can be made a prestigious job.
Okay. They should go back to their roots and work for the betterment of the country as well.
I'm
Any
not saying they just go back, but they should at least start thinking of.
okay. So who's been the driving force in your life? Any person you would like to give credit to? Or
Uh, in terms of persons, they were always my like gurus throughout my life. There are different stages. There were different gurus who had supported my tack uh, tack keen, or like my force towards like doing something new, some research, some kind of solution oriented approach. While in my B second year, I have won this. Mm, there was a tech challenge arranged by ITBHU. It was Technics 98. So I was winner over there also. While I was in second year, I mean, it's like it was not if I have completed my engineering. So teachers has appreciated for that, and they helped me to reach to that particular thing. Otherwise, if there was no encouragement, I couldn't have done it. So those kind of things, though definitely teachers, mentors, they were the driving force. But more or less, my keen for working towards new things, not settling for whatever is available, those was like major driving factors.
and what is your success mantra? How have you been able to balance the different jobs that you're handling? One field is with respect to technology, the other is also technology, but then it is into farming.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the computer and farming.
Main thing, whatever my you can consider the mantra as well as the my learning also in this particular journey, that at a, initially you have to work in every role. Whenever you are kind of a founder, you are a office boy also, and you are a CEO also, everything you are kind of. But gradually you should start delivering, start kind of delegating things to people. If you try to do everything by your own, you are not going to be in a good position. You will be in mass. So that the mantra is like, you should approach right people, and you should trust them and deliver and delegate things to them and get the things work. You should more concentrate on getting things works. Then only you can kind of scale up.
And how satisfying has been your venture in organic farming and newer techniques of farming?
Yeah, that is like really it's like it's like awesome. It feels like awesome. Because IT company, when I started with my friend, it was my forte. I have been in IT for such a long period. I have worked with very well-known giants. I have worked with Google. I have worked with ThoughtWorks. So those working with them give you a very good kind of a confidence. And based on that confidence, I just jumped into my forte itself. So IT was not that big challenging. But because of passion, because of my roots, because of thinking like you should work towards people from where you are coming from, or whoever you are representing, that thought itself give us a feeling like you should work towards them. And me and my friend who is like partner in this, we were just discussing we should do something related like social venture, because we are well established in our fields and we are doing good, but kind of a social venture, not a charity. For charity we have different things, but as a social venture. So this is, since this is because of hobby and passion, it gives really very good feeling and very kind of very satisfactory. You feel like you are enabling people to get good food.
Okay. Any suggestions for the fresh graduates and those who are looking for job options, especially in these trying times? What skills they should look forward to reach the industry and be in a good position?
First and foremost, advice I would give to them is like, um, you should learn. If you are going for a job, or if you are going for a startup, your way of thinking would be different. But more or less, what you have to learn is, you should learn to create opportunities rather than just sitting back and just like thinking of like things will become better and then I'll start. So that's never going to happen. Even when Corona was not there, startup was not that easy. So, and for few people, they take advantage of this pandemic situation, and they have come up with very good with solutions, which are even helping to come out this. This is not kind of a, you are just taking advantage of the situation. You are helping also. So you should start thinking in innovative ways, simple solutions, and small scale solutions, which can be kind of a scale up to the large. Those kind of things you have to start thinking, and you have to come out of the comfort zone. That is definitely required in each and every situation.
Right. Thank you so much for being with us and giving us all your time and inputs. And I think a lot of people are going to benefit. And we've already talked about organic farming, and there's so much avenue still present for organic farming that can happen and people can do and work in it. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you so much for being there.
Thanks a lot. So nice of you for your time. Thank you.